कोरोना वायरस हैज हिट द इकोनॉमी एंड द इंडस्ट्री रियली हार्ड। और आज के इस नए सेगमेंट इंडस्ट्री व्यू में हम पता करने वाले हैं कि रियल एस्टेट इंडस्ट्री में इसका कितना इम्पैक्ट हुआ है। हमारे साथ आज हैं अंकित कंसल, हु इज एक्चुअली द मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एंड द सीईओ ऑफ 360 Realtors, which is actually India's one of the biggest real estate advisor company.
So I'll quickly jump to my first question, sir. How this entire situation has impacted the real estate business?
Things are not as we would have wanted it to be. This pandemic have really created a havoc for everybody, like the same for real estate. The challenges with real estate are a bit more worse, as we have been going through a lot of challenges already in last 2 or 3 years because of demonetization, GST, RERA, and then the NBFC crisis which came across some time back. Real estate was not in a great shape anyway. And with the current situation, things have just gone worse. So, again, we can't help it. We definitely support the move by the government to bring everything to a halt because that was probably the only wise solution for a country like us. So, while right at the ground level, laborers are having problems in getting their livelihood. People right at the top, in terms of developers or large brokerage organizations like us, are struggling to get our numbers going. But then challenges are there.
Fair enough. Sir, this brings me a few questions in my mind, for example, what about the EMIs? There has been a lot of EMIs which people have to pay for, who have gone through the process of buying a property or taken up a property very recently. And of course, there has been some EMI defaults over the time, and the government is issuing some guidelines and policies and kind of giving some leverage to them to kind of extend it. So how is this going to affect, or what do you think about this?
See, the problem is there's a lot of paranoia in general consumer today. People who have bought their house, they don't want to part away with their savings or the cash they are holding. It's not that they don't have the money. It's just that they're very paranoid in parting away with their money because of the uncertainty which is there right now in the market. So while EMIs are not getting cleared off, a big chunk of EMIs are not being paid. That's very true. Be it EMIs to the banks or the payment to the developer. Both of them are being defaulted at this stage. However, once the lockdown opens up, some kind of a normalcy comes through, definitely things will try and improve.
Yeah. And sir, what about housing market in general? There are a lot of housing projects which were starting or which were already about to end. What about that market in general?
See, I think over there, there's definitely a set of challenge which will really happen. I think there are, if I go stepwise, the first thing is we need government approval to get the construction started. To an extent, we are hearing that government is supporting in getting the construction started now. For news is coming from various states where the hotspots are not there, the government will give permission by 20th to get construction up and running. Once that regulatory bit is sorted, then the second challenge would be the funds which are required to get construction up and running. Yeah. In that case, we definitely look for support from the customers that they start paying their EMIs and outstanding due so that cash flow are improved. Because sales are definitely going to take more time to really come back to normal. And then the third thing, which is going to be even another set of challenges, because of this lockdown period, a lot of laborers have gone back.
Yeah, I was just coming there, yes.
So a lot of laborers have gone back home, and because of the heat which is going to come ahead of us now, a lot of labor might not want to come back during this period because it's also a harvesting time in certain areas for certain crops. And they would want to come back only during the monsoon hits in. So that's going to be the third set of problem which we'll have to deal with.
Yeah. So, sir, what about the price? The price crash. Of course, because of the lower demand in the entire housing market, and there will be a huge shift in the pricing of the entire model. What's your say in this?
See, I think prices are definitely going to soften out from here. There are few reasons why the prices are softening out. One, real estate was not doing well at all, even before this Corona thing happened to us. Sales were definitely down, and with this current situation, sales will drop down during lockdown period. I think 10 to 15% of normal numbers. So that's a big hit. One, two, sales are not going to really be very robust, even post-corona situation. It will take time for it to bounce back. So the sales, which is a major cash mobilizer, is not really going to be very effective in short term. Two, as I said, cash flows are going to be tight for developers because sold receivables will take time to come from customers.
Yeah.
Putting both these two things together, it would be a cash flow crisis for developers. And if in case they have to really keep their cash flow going, the only choice would be to cut down the prices, make the product more lucrative for the consumer, and get the sales up and running.
Thank you so much for giving that time and giving that insight. And let's hope that things change for good, and good things comes in for us in future, and things change. Thank you so much, Ankit sir, for being a part of this
Thanks,
segment.
Vishal.
Really
Thanks a lot.
pleasure having you. Thank you.